Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you are loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you my esteemed subscribers. You are all loved, celebrated and appreciated. So we are here again for religion. Yes, we are here again. Now, during the video of where we're talking about America gifting cars to Burkina Faso, you heard from that video that Ibrahim Traore was saying that most of the times they come and use religion. They tell you is a religious group fighting each other, is a religious problem, or the Christians are going after the Muslims are going after the Christian. This has been the tactics all the while they have been using to steal from us. So they're going to tell you it's the locals that are doing all these things. They're fighting themselves. They have the religious clash. Of course, this is a manipulation. Religion is manipulation. So, and it has been a tool that has been working for them. So they can come and instigate the other group against the other one, or instigate this one against that one. All they are after is their aim. So it doesn't teach you how to think. We're going to listen to the doctor soon. And I keep saying this. They don't want you to think. And that's why they scare you with hell. If you think this way, you are going to hell. You die, you go to hell. They don't want you to reason. Because there's a way they mold people's brain into the beliefs they want people to divert attention and energy into. And it works. It works. And since already we have that spirituality traits in us, we're easily captured by these people because, oh, it's about the spirits, and then we go all in, and this is where they tie us with the chains. All right, they carry our brains and remold it, and we begin to think the way they want us to think. Now, there was a council where they propagated this whole you believe without doubting, believing without doubting. You don't need to ask questions. The Council of Chalcedon in 451 AD. This was a council where after they had brought in whichever dogmas, whichever beliefs they created, it was in that Council of Chalcedon in 451 that they summed everything up into, you have to believe, do not ask questions. It is at that Council of Chalcedon that they took our liberty to think. They took our liberty to reason. When you reason, they tag you, what do you call these people? The name is there, but it's gone. It's there. What do you call them? Oh, yeah. When you think, they tag you a heretic. When you begin to reason, you begin to ask questions, they tag you a heretic. And you know what they did to people like that. Remember the, what do you call it? The Inquisition. During the Inquisition time, the amount of people that the church unalived. Alright? So after the Council of Chalcedon, they made it a rule. They made it a dogma. If you think, you begin to ask questions and you have your own separate belief other than what the church have told you to believe, you will face the penalty for that. So they took our senses, they took our reasonings, and you know, a lot of us might be thinking, not a lot of, because many people don't even have interest in topics like this. They're okay with what they have been believing all the while. Some people might feel like, why is it that it's so hard for people to really see the truth? Is indoctrination. From that time on, when they make it a taboo for you to think and have your own thoughts. We were created differently, but some group of people decide to, you know, they decide to control all of us to the level where you can't think for yourself. You can't reason for yourself. So the brain you have, the reasoning you have, you being created with free will is now useless. So they are now taking the place of the creator of the universe. And they are the ones now in charge of those created. Hey! Why would Mother Nature not be angry? Now, when you look at, I'm not saying there are no natural disasters. I'm not digressing. I'm bringing the clip soon, so calm down. When you look at the world, look at Africa, you can count how many natural disasters all the while. You can count how many tornadoes, tsunamis, you count them. They're happening, yes, but not as it happens in the West. Not as it happens in Europe and America. Because these people come use religion, the tire left, they know what they are doing. They know what they have done. And that's why till now you see them running up and down, building underground bunkers here and there. Every government in the West right now secretly have built underground bunkers. They know what is coming. They know that karma is coming. They know Mother Nature is coming. And this time, this year, Mother Nature will come so hard on them. They are looking for where to hide. But there's nowhere to hide. Because the evil you do, you have to pay for it in one way or the other. And this age is the age of knowing. This time is a time where their end is coming. They know that. They know it. So let's listen to this.
Religion, man, religion is a cancer. It's a cancer of the brain. Because religion doesn't teach you how to think. Religion tells you what to think. It's called doctrine. And then what happens is when you join churches, they indoctrinate you, which means they put their statement of faith in your head. For example, the Council of Chalcedon in 451 AD of the Roman. By the way, you grew up Catholic. Have you ever heard of the Council of Nicaea, Council of Ephesus, Council of Constantinople, these various ecumenical councils? Okay, good. The Council of Chalcedon was the most damaging council meeting. It was the fourth major ecumenical council held in 451 AD. And it was at this council meeting after the Council of Nicaea, 325 AD, that's the council where Jesus was created and put in place. And they came up with the Nicene Creed and all this. That was Nicene Council. Well, the Nicene Council, the Council of Ephesus, Constantinople, these three councils formed the foundation of Christianity. Well, the Council of Chalcedon in 451 AD sealed it, put the lid on it by declaring, and I quote from them best as I can recall it. It says, we Roman Catholic bishops have declared these things with all possible accuracy. Then they went on to say, no one is allowed to write down, produce, think, or teach otherwise than what we've written down, or they will be anathematized. Being Catholic, you know what anathematized means, man. That's not a good thing. But you're not, I mean, for them to say you're not even allowed to think anything other than what we've decided. That's some serious control.
The people with the largest population in the world were always black people. We were having majority in the world. But the Arabs killed. You know what the Arabs used to do? If they, let's say, they kidnap 200 people from sub-Saharan Africa to Saudi Arabia or whatever, before they get there, about 70% will die. They were so brutal. And the few that will get to Saudi Arabia and other places, they will castrate them, so that you don't even sleep with their women to produce half-castes. Why did the Arabs also came to invade Egypt? The Arabs were under the Romans. They also became of age. Like how US was under UK. US became of age, right? And they have to struggle for independence. So Arabs were now also going for independence. So the Romans were assisting them. But they said, no, we will go our own way. When you wanted to make it, you went to Africa, you went to Egypt, we also go there. The Arabs also came to Egypt to learn. So Islam will not be complete without the black man's knowledge, stolen knowledge. Right? Now, let me make a point here. And I want to tell all those who are religious fundamentalists and religious radicals, crazy people, don't waste your time on religion. Religion can never give any man salvation.
Hey!
Now, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, these are religions that a black man can never gain salvation from them.
Hey,
because these were people who committed genocide, murdered millions of our people. Let me tell you, Islam destroyed black. Today we are in the problem we are in today because of Arabs and Islam. When Ghana Empire was established after the Arabs, the Romans chased our people from ancient Egypt and ancient Sudan. When Islam came into existence, the Arabs moved to Ghana Empire, forcing our people to take Islam. Those who refused to take Islam were killed. That is where the Ashantis migrated to today, Ghana and all the other tribes. The Arabs forced them and destroyed Ghana Empire. And they now form the new Mali Empire. But then they've all accepted Islam. Mali became the richest nation in the world. Mansa Musa, you know the story. He went to Saudi Arabia and the economy changed overnight. Out of envy and jealousy. The same Arabs, the Muslims thought they are their brothers, came and destroyed Mali again. They formed Sungai Empire, they destroyed it again. So the Arabs destroyed that till we became weak. And the Europeans also came to start the transatlantic slave trade. Now these devils who have committed crimes and genocide against me, you want to tell me these devils can teach me about God? Have they compensated us? Have they apologized for the genocide against us? So you must be a madman to tell me that the man who murdered my father and my mother will come and teach me about God.
Majesties, you know, sometimes I get speechless and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. Because a lot of Africans, a lot of melanated are still under the spell. A lot of people are still under the spell. And when I see the way people think, the way people reason, it pains me to the heart. And I'm like, our freedom, our liberation is still far. Our liberation is still far. Do you know why? Because we are still held, we still hold on to religion. We still embrace religion so tight. So tight we don't want to let go. We don't want to let go. And that's why you can look at your brother, and since your religion tells you to honor life your brother, since he does not have the same belief and faith like you, you go and honor life your brother. You look at your sister, and since what you practice tells you that your brother or your sister is a pagan and will not make it, that your brother or your sister, you have the right to take the life of that your brother or your sister because of the religion that you are in. You have upper hand to that person's life. You go and honor life your sister. Because it's in the same religion. Just look at the division, your majesties. If you are not in my denomination, you are not part of me. You have to be coming to my church and then you have same anointing with me. As far as you are not in my church, you will not make it to heaven. All these things. And we are Africans. We are melanated people with all this division here and there. How can we be saved soon? How can we be free soon? How can we be liberated soon? If prayer was the only solution, why all the prayers, all the years, all the many years past, we are still in the situation we are in, even worse? Because we need efforts. We need action. Yes, we ask the divine beings, but we need action, practically. And for us to act, we need to pull out from these indoctrinations, pull out from these religions, and become spiritual people again. It was spirituality that our ancestors practiced. And they acquired all they could acquire in ages past, that the world, that people who are coming to tell you lies today learned from our ancestors. They learned from our ancestors. But they will never tell you the truth. But history will always push itself out. A lot of evil have been done. People have sat down and decided people's faith in all of these councils. Talk about the Council of Trent here. The Council of Nicaea, we'll talk about it here. Alright? People's faith have been decided by some group, from few people. That people will sit down and tell you, okay, today, we have decided as a head of the people that people will not have a right to think again. If they think, this is what we'll do to them. And that's why it's so easy for the church, for Christianity to paint other people as bad, as wicked, as devils. And turn people's mind, they pollute other people's mind against you. They don't do this alone. And that's the wickedness. That's the highest wickedness. You paint someone black, you paint someone as bad person, and you instigate other people to hate that person. You frustrate that person. Because that person have decided to say, no, I am going to think. No, I'm going to use my Creator's given gifts to reason, to think. Because the God I am looking for is not outside anywhere. That God is inside of me. What do you think? Leave your comment and study at the section, Your Majesties, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always Your Majesties. Bye for now.